The Attorney General's office in Louisiana has been efforting a fight against the opioid epidemic, which has gripped the nation, launching a website, providing naloxone vials to law enforcement, for example, agents who come in contact with dangerous substances while on the job. And the Attorney General, Jeff Landry, joins us now with their latest effort, which is these boxes that you're going to have in law enforcement agencies to collect some of the opioids. Explain to me what you're doing.
We recognize that being able to stem this epidemic that's sweeping the nation and the state is going to take a multi-dimensional approach, and a lot of little bitty things that we can do to try to help that. And one of the things that we recognize that we're going to do is put out these drug take-back boxes. So we've joined with local law enforcement agencies. Today we're going to be on our North Shore with Sheriff Randy Smith and other chiefs of police up on the North Shore to put out the first of many drug take-back boxes.
So the idea is to cut the supply, basically, so that these drugs aren't repurposed.
Right, and the idea is to make sure that drugs that are out there that have been legally prescribed don't find their way back onto the street or into some innocent person's hands who then becomes abused by it. So if a person has been prescribed the medication and decided for one reason or another not to continue to use the medication, we want that medication out of the cabinet, into the boxes, and properly disposed of.
We should mention you're joining with Blue Cross Blue Shield and the National Association of Drug Diversion Investigators, NADI. How much of this is people taking it for granted, that you have a prescription drug, you don't use all of it, it sits in a cabinet, and it becomes part of the nation's drug supply? Right,
because it's innocent. You don't think about it. You say, well, look, I'm not going to use this anymore, but then maybe a grandchild, a niece, a nephew, a son, a daughter, a visitor comes by who is involved or abusing opioids, recognizes, goes to the bathroom, looks in your medicine cabinet. People who do that are abusing these kind of opioids.
41 attorneys general have subpoenaed, and I guess Louisiana is part of that effort, manufacturers and distributors of prescription opioids. Is that the precursor to a possible lawsuit, or where are you on the idea of suing parts of the pharmaceutical industry over this?
Well, we joined a multi-state litigation team, an effort to investigate the possibility for litigation. We have been looking, we have been speaking to various lawyers, been speaking to people trying to understand, okay, look, if we take this litigation and we're successful in this litigation, what does the outcome look like? We want to make sure that any outcome is something that is absolutely going to impact this epidemic. And I think you'll see us take action in the near term.
What would be your deciding factor in whether you would join with these 40 other states, or whether you would go your own or not file suit?
Well, exactly. We're just trying to determine whether the venue would be better in Louisiana than to get caught up in a multi-litigation suit in federal court somewhere else outside of Louisiana.
All right. Attorney General Jeff Landry, appreciate your time. Thank you so much.